we're both pretty big Naruto fans. He's much more than I am, because I unfortunately realized the gaping plot holes, and Derek has like that childhood.
Yeah, I like try to oversee it. I like to think of the weird Rule 34, I guess you could call it now, of it. Like that's where my mind is.
Oh,
right. Yeah, pretty much. This is like 90% of our discussions all the time is like, how do you think Naruto rails Hinata?
How many Narutos can Hinata take?
Right.
Like, that's the next game theory video I want.
Yeah, that's a skit coming one day. That's copyrighted of us dressed as Naruto. Like we have to overlap it so there's multiple of us in the room. It's like and Boruto walks in.
We have to look at the jutsus they're doing, and then and then once we do it, and then we add the copies. Okay. So we played it. We beat the. I mean, it's called
campaign.
Yeah, I think they call it history mode. Yeah, history mode.
So that was all of base Naruto. Now, when we say all of, it's of base Naruto in one chapter, and then 7 more chapters of Shippuden.
Yeah,
and even that's like
I'm going to say something. I'm not sure if we really discussed it. I was thoroughly disappointed with the campaign.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. They literally copy and pasted from older games, like literally one for one.
Yep.
Certain situations.
Yep.
They skipped out on they skipped out on insane fights, and they kept in other fights. I personally didn't understand why they cut out like Shikamaru versus Hidan, but kept Raikage versus Naruto.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And it's like, was that important part of Naruto? Yeah, but everyone remembers the Shikamaru beating Hidan fight.
Right,
like
everyone. His revenge for Asuma.
They skip Naruto versus Sasuke as a kid. Or like
the climax where he's in his Ninetales.
The fun part.
Yeah, the best fight in all of base Naruto, and they got rid of it.
I was like floored. That was I'm not sure if that was the first big red flag. I feel like there was a fight before that.
They got rid of. They had Naruto versus Kimimaro right before that, but not like Rock Lee versus Kimimaro or Gaara.
Okay, it happened in every Naruto game.
No. It all started with the tuning exams. It was literally, we skipped all of the forest matches. None of that happened.
Right.
And then it was just Naruto versus Kiba. And that was it.
Yeah, they should have had at least Sasuke versus Orochimaru. Right,
in the forest.
Right, in the forest.
Yeah.
They couldn't have Sasuke because he fought a literal filler character.
Yeah.
They definitely could have had. I mean, I'm not saying they should have had Choji versus Sound Guy, but Sound Guy's not even in the game, which I find weird.
I feel like if they wanted to do like everything all in one game, that should have been the details you added.
Yeah, right.
Even the random Sound Guy.
No, Rock Lee versus Gaara.
Right.
What the? Oh my god! I was floored by that.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Okay, Sakura versus no one cares, right? We can agree.
No.
Like that's a skippable fight.
You do like Naruto versus Haku, but not like Kakashi's versus Zabuza or anything. It was literally like the first battle was them versus Kakashi for the belt training. Then it was Naruto versus Haku, and then it was Naruto versus Kiba.
Right. That was incredibly disappointing, and like I don't know why they didn't include like the villain fight. So like why they could have included Haku versus Sasuke, where Haku wins.
Right.
They could have done that. When we said Sasuke versus Orochimaru, like let you play the villain sometimes because they do technically win.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
I didn't see a problem. I don't know why they didn't do that. Let's see here. They did do Sasuke versus Gaara once, or was it
when before he went into his Shukaku state?
Right.
After the village attacks. Yeah.
Did that? At least they had the Shukaku boss fight, which
was
right. That's cool. Yeah, that was cool.
But it was also a copy and paste.
Yeah,
which is
right.
A pain.
Also copy and paste. I feel there's another couple huge fights that I'm just missing from Shippuden though. Also, by the way, I did wish
the whole war arc was like screwed.
Oh yeah,
like
I wish they added Neji and Hinata. I just want to mention that they didn't like in terms of the shooting exams.
Oh yeah,
they should. I feel like that's a pretty important fight.
Yeah, the whole war arc was like
3 fights.
Yeah, pretty much. When like in Ultimate Ninja Storm 4, like it was like literally every fight. Like you did like the Tsuchikage versus like
did you?
Gaara's dad reincarnated, like all of those guys reincarnated.
Yeah.
I mean, like Naruto honestly had the least amount of fights in the war arc. Like,
right.
It was like everybody else was fighting. That you fought like all the swordsmen, I think, in the fourth game.
Didn't have a Might Guy versus
Madara.
No, literal that best too. Yeah, I didn't think of that.
The literal best fight of all of Naruto.
I was thinking about against Shark Guy, whose name I can't remember.
Kasame. Yeah. Kasame is just like still alive according to this game.
Kasame's like, you're my mortal rival. So Might Guy's like, I don't even remember you, dude.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I don't care. But yeah, that genuinely pissed me off. That was like one of the coolest. I mean, I'm not saying it's in my mind in a top 10 anime fights. Like,
the Might Guy, where he goes insane. He literally goes past his like limits.
Right. Like they finally, after all these 10 or 20 years of teasing how 8 gates work, he finally goes 8 gates and just whoops ass. And
right.
Madara only lives because he's regenerative, like literally alien.
He literally says, "I would be dead if I was like not immortal right now." Like,
you know, they didn't have that. They actually, now that I think about it, they skipped literally all the Jinchuriki fights. Like,
none of them were like in this game. Or
they did. No, they had.
I'm gonna pull up the roster. Hold on.
Did they have them as? No, they have them as characters, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
I think it's every.
Because I know in the fourth game they were all playable characters. Characters.
I'm not sure if I'm misremembering, but did they have the boss? Did we get a Kurama versus the Tail Beast? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't remember that part, to be honest, but I was just and like I was gonna mention there's also like this kind of thing going on where the voice actors are saying that like some of the lines they didn't like record but it's in the game, so they're very confused on that. He's looking up the roster now. Yeah. But yeah, so like there are some scenes where like I laughed about it at first. I didn't realize it was like a situation, but like in these like secret jutsu endings where you do the ultimate to finish off a character, like there'll be like a flashback or something from the show, but the voice acting is so out of place, it's just funny. It makes no sense. And
they think it's like an AI fill-in or something for it, but
right. Like on Twitter or X, they're like no voice director or actor would allow that to stay in. They would say like, no, that's terrible. Redo it. So there's a lot of confusion there. But for someone like me and him who primarily wanted to replay the campaign or like the story, it was just such a letdown.
Yeah, so they still have like all these characters in from 4, like all the other Jinchuriki and like all the other Kage and stuff, which like you don't see at all in this game. It's literally like if Naruto was in the fight, you got those fights. And then maybe like a couple of Sasuke's and like one of Kakashi versus Obito like at the end. And like that was it.
Did we get Kakashi versus Obito?
When they got sucked into the portal world, yeah, you got like one fight with him.
Oh, okay.
And that was it. And that was literally because Naruto was like wherever.
I mean, also that anime fight was really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was such a good fight. Really good. Yeah, and then all of Boruto is just non-canon. It's made up,
like a made up news story, but you were telling, like, I didn't play it at all, but you're telling me like it's just like, the same missions again or something.
At first it was half of it's like a remix, like pick your own character to these missions, but then like they add some story, like it's like fake fifth war. It's so convoluted and stupid. Yeah, it's like and then like Naruto gets hypnotized and Sasuke has to beat him. It's really stupid. I'll just say this, but that's where all the budget went to. Like there's actually insane cutscenes.
Damn.
Yeah, it's all. But yeah, it's like it's so depressing on how much they missed for the campaign. If you're gonna play, if you want to play for campaign or like the replay basically all the fights or as much as you can, I would say buy like 3 full burst and 4.
Yeah.
Cause I think 4 just covered the war.
4 covered the war, and that's what was great about it, because they like actually took their time. You did like literally every battle.
Right. And you fought the Ten Tails. Like
you fought the Ten Tails as like an actual boss fight and stuff.
Right. Yeah. But in 3 it goes up to the war, and then there's like a kind of a fake ending where it's like,
right, because they didn't know at the time.
Or no, they knew. Going. They just like they couldn't.
They hit it.
They hit it. Yeah. It's like Madara and yeah. So if you're gonna get it for that point, don't get it for campaign. Yeah. It was like for maybe 3 hours. If And like
it was nothing. And that was with me watching all the cutscenes for the most part was like maybe 6 hours.
So like half the game is just like slideshow cutscenes, literally slideshow cutscenes. Even Revolution
did way better than this game.
They actually had, and they filled in gaps. They canonically showed how
because Revolution was up to what? But Revolution also had all of Naruto, right?
I don't remember that. I just remember, I know specifically Revolution had fill in for like how the Akatsuki formed, like how each member was.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, how
really
they recruited everybody.
And it was in anime style too. Like it actually showed. It was really good. Like I was like, oh, cool. Like it actually is, and it's canon. Yeah. So that was great.
Yeah.
But this, none of that.
Yeah.
I did play some online. That one was pretty good. Like the net code's better, but it's like horribly filled with sweaties. It's like.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, it's so fast paced that I wasn't even expecting to, like, get good at it.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
it's just
none
like,
of
it's
the
like
Naruto
insane.
ones, other than like the first couple, like way back in the day, like the online's pretty much the same for all of them, just different characters.
They did add like a reason to unlock things because now every character can be customized and you can put things on them. Like you can
the items and
stuff.
stuff.
Which is really, I mean, I like a lot that you can mask on them. Like you can have each character customized.
Yeah,
also.
That's cool.
It's really cool that each character now has 2 full Jutsus. Because before, it was only one Jutsu you had to pick from.
Right.
And a support move. Now it's 2 full Jutsus, that's cool. I'm happy about that.
Oh, yeah.
But it sucks to use those 2 Jutsus in a campaign mode where you're missing most of the cool fights.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes they just took the jutsus away too. That was like stupid.
They changed.
They like
them
nerfed
around.
you for a mission. And...
Yeah, and like the only fight where you're like in your awakened form the whole time is when you have like base 9-tail evolution against the Raikage. I'm not sure if you know. Yeah, or there might have been 2 fights, but if you're willing to do that, why didn't you give us 8 guy or Might Guy in 8 gates?
Right.
They did that in 4. They literally did that in 4.
You could have done that. You could have done Sasuke and his like.
Susanoo
or anything like I don't know.
Other than that, I mean that's really the 3 points, right? Like it's
pretty much it. Yeah, I mean
4K. 4K.
Yeah, I mean it had a next gen upgrade, so the game
runs better,
but doesn't look any better.
They added, I think it was 10 characters. So they added
They added like Boruto characters.
Yeah.
And caught you up with Boruto. It does have all the DLC characters and pre-order bonus characters from the old games, like Robo Naruto and stuff.
That was pre-order?
Yeah. Yeah, the robot Naruto was pre-order for 3. I think they added them in
full burst. I thought you meant like pre-order for this game.
Oh, no,
I was like, really? I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So like that's cool. Like the roster does pretty much cover everybody, I think.
But they just don't utilize it.
But yeah, like they're not. It's there for like online and like split screen, I guess.
I genuinely don't understand why they went for this non-canon extra story when they literally have Boruto to fill. Like,
Boruto was into.
No, it just got into like the time skip.
It's at a time skip now. They had pretty much all of it done.
Well, it's like unfortunately, I think they know that most of their characters aren't like memorable. Like
Boruto.
Yeah, so they have Boruto. They have Kawaki. They have
there's Orochimaru's son. All I know is that who their parents are. Right? It's like there's Chocho. Right? That's Choji's daughter.
No, they have
there's Shika, who's Shikamaru's son.
They have Boruto dad's son.
Sasuke's half daughter. Orochimaru's kid, Shikamaru's kid, Choji's kid, Ino's son, Ino and Sai's son.
Yeah.
Who else? I don't even know.
Who cares? Oh,
that's
Shika?
pretty much it.
Shika?
Yeah. Okay. It's like Shika, Chocho, Inoki,
Inosuke or something.
It's because it has to still be Ino Shika Cho. Metal's cool.
Right. And they have the adult versions of each of like the full on Boruto adult versions of like Choji and stuff like that.
Right, all the
but they I think they're more really just skins, but
right.
I mean, but so the fights they could have added is even though Boruto was cheating, the tuning exams where and they're missing the Gaara's son or his surrogate son. I don't remember his name, but the Black Sand.
Oh yeah.
They're missing him. They could have had that fight. They could have easily had some stupid training fight between Boruto and Sarada. They're literally they add Tachyon mode. It is called Tachyon, right?
Baron mode.
Oh, Baron. Oh, sorry.
For Naruto.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know why I keep saying Tachyon. Baron mode for Naruto, but they didn't ask. They didn't have a full form Jigen. I think his name is Jigen.
The first guy, right? Or is the second guy?
Second guy.
Second guy. Yeah, Jigen.
So they have the base form villain of him, but the full transformation that just whoops ass is not in the game,
right?
And that pisses me off.
Yeah. Well, that's stupid. There's no reason for that.
Because Baron mode Naruto only exists because of that fight.
Right.
So like they could all I'm saying is they could have had like one chapter.
They could have had all of Naruto and then Boruto.
Right. But Boruto itself could have been in one chapter.
Right.
But like that's fine with me. That's why I'm buying the game.
Yeah.
Why didn't you give it to me?
Right. I was buying this game because you said everything is in it. So.
Right. So like you have the Boruto movie characters who are that now canon because of the show. I don't remember their names though. I'm not sure you remember.
Who?
In the tuning exams at the very end, remember the two Otsutsuki? There's a guy with the axe.
Yeah,
I don't remember his name.
That's the problem. I don't remember any Boruto characters.
But the higher up one, he's the spirit for Boruto now.
The old guy who talks to Naruto and Sasuke?
No. So this guy, remember the Boruto movie?
Yeah.
Remember the final villain that eats like the chakra balls?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
he what they did in this, I'm sure you don't care about spoilers, but
no.
Basically they're making it so like he is what the Kurama is to Naruto.
So he's gonna be. So he's Boruto's Kurama.
Yeah, exactly. So because at the end of the fight, he like transforms himself into Boruto to stay alive or a karma.
Oh right.
And then Boruto, the show is more about it turns into like how he's starting to transform into a full Otsutsuki until he's fully taken over.
Right. Okay.
And then but then what happens is right before that happens, Kawaki him and Boruto have agreement like, hey, kill me if I'm about to transform. So he kills him, and then like the trick is that like the Otsutsuki's like, well, I don't want to die, but if I revive him, I can't fully take over his body. So now, now he's like stuck in there, but he's just a massive dickhead. So he's just like, right. So that I just basically explained Boruto in like two lines. Right. Most of it's like most of it's filler. I sadly caught up at one time because I was very bored. It does not hold a candle to Naruto or Shippuden. God. A lot of it is bad filler. And very little memorable villains.
Right.
So anyway, why I bring that up is because you could have definitely added at least 5-6 fights to the end of the game.
Yeah.
Like it has Boruto in the name. Like why did you give us a non-canon? I don't know. I could go on about that.
Yeah.
So with that said, like what are your final thoughts as like a Naruto? Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, I got one more thing to say. Why is this T for teens? Why is the blood black? It wasn't that before.
Why'd you like censor it? Who cares? Give me the M rating.
But it wasn't like that before, right?
I don't think it was.
Right. I don't think it was either.
I don't know. I can't remember 4. I feel like there was blood in it though. And it says on the back, mild blood.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, what are your
or scoring it or just like final thoughts?
Let's get,
I would definitely
1 to 10 or 1 to 5.
1 to 5?
Yeah. And you can do like 0.5, etc. 1.5.
Honestly, I'd give the game like a 2.5. No, I'll say 3.
Really?
The game is what I wanted it, right? It's all of Naruto, but they just like they screwed me,
right?
Because I wasn't specific enough in saying I want all of Naruto exactly how you've done it over the last 4 or 5 games.
But you shouldn't have to ask. They removed content.
Yeah, they literally like copy and pasted like the last 5 games.
But the worst parts of them, like they didn't copy and paste the cool parts.
Right, they didn't give us the fights we want.
Right.
I would say like wait for the game to be on sale for maybe $30. Don't buy this at full retail.
Right.
Unfortunately, I never want to like see another Naruto game now. I feel like this like was right. Like I never expected us to get another Naruto game, and we were like super hyped.
It's been like 8 years.
Yeah, I know. And then we were super hyped to get this, and then this is what we got.
Right.
So like now I don't want it again unless you're gonna like do it right next time.
I think they're gonna wait until Boruto's completely done, because like now they're kind of wrapping it up now,
right?
Like because they're after the time skip. I'm gonna give it like a 2. I don't think 2.5 is. I think, yeah, it gave us what you wanted, which is all the characters, but I want those characters implemented in the story.
Right,
you
right.
know?
That's, again, it's my fault. I wasn't specific enough, Bandai. I want you to try again.
It's just so disappointing. I was like, I mean, at this point, I like playing games mostly for multiplayer, but specifically this, I'm like, oh, I'm excited to replay all of Naruto in its campaign.
Right.
And it's just like, you know, all just these Naruto fights. It doesn't take any of the cool other fights. And it's just like, dude, you copy and pasted other things. Why not this?
Right.
So, I mean, I would say definitely stick to 30 or lower. Like this is definitely, maybe pick it up Black Friday next year.
If you want to play online, it's great for that, I guess.
Oh,
you have all the characters.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're into that.
Right. If you're into that. But it's like, it's super hardcore. Like, it's incredibly fast
It's like, if you haven't been doing it for the last 5 games, you probably shouldn't start now.
And why didn't they bring back clashing? Jutsu clashing?
Clashing's gone.
Is the wall... I didn't find a way to trigger it if it's true, but can you wall fight? You could do that in 3? I don't remember you doing it.
I don't think they brought it back in this
Stupid.
one.
That ruins immersion. I thought that was so cool.
Yeah. They did like such cool things with the older one.
Right.
That was the problem. Every game up until this one had like a cool new gimmick or like new like thing to it.
Right.
This one like literally just did nothing. It like helped nothing.
Right. Like, this made me actually hate that it came out. Like, I wish...
Honestly?
I'd rather honestly, again, play 3 full bursts at a...
I honestly will just start with the first one and play up until 4 and then that's it.
I think they have a collection from 1 to 4.
Yeah.
Or 1 to 3.
They're all like remastered on like PS4, Xbox One.
Yeah, so get that. Don't get like
if you honestly buy all the other games separately. They're like on sale all the time for like $10 each now.
Right.
I'm pretty sure they're on sale right now for Black Friday, you know, that we're recording this, but buy those games. This will not satisfy anything.
To clarify, if you're gonna if you want to play it for campaign reasons and like
if you want the story, go back and play the old ones.
Right.
If you want to play online and have content for the characters, then
this one. So so I'm sticking at 2. You're still 2.5, or do you?
Yeah, 2.5.
Okay, 2.5. He's wrong, but
I'll give it the 0.5 because I wasn't specific enough. Sorry, Bandai, that's my fault. I'm sorry.
This is like, comment, subscribe, become a member today. Join our Discord.
Let us know what you think down below.
Cringy Discord. A link down below.
Right here.
Right here. Where's that jutsu?
Yeah, right.
Let's be real.
The subscriber jutsu. Hit the button.
What would be a better ultimate? The 2K Naruto Barrage or 1,000 Years of Death? That's what it's called, right?
Yeah, 1,000 Years of Death.
I think 1,000 Years of Death.
Oh my god, and that just reminded me. But one last note. They added that 2K Naruto Barrage up until after he learned Rasengan. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know what? You're right, 2. You just lost that half a point. 2. It's a 2. Buy it for not more than $30. That's it. Okay, goodbye. Subscribe, hit the bell, join the Discord, all that stuff.
That just came to me. You were like, wait, what? What am I still doing?
Yeah. It was after
during the Kabuto fight, you didn't have Rasengan.
Yeah, you had Rasengan in the show, Naruto, but you're still 2K barraging Kabuto? Like, come on.
Oh, good.
God.
Oh, my God. And okay, well, I'm glad with you. Bad game.
2.0.
2.0. Like, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
That's right. Oh, God. It's still recording. Hold on. Wait. Don't worry.